Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Farming Simulator 22 as we continue our French orchards run here on the Haut-Beyleron map, or however you say that. This is the first episode I'm recording since the 1.2 patch, so anything before this would have been on the old stuff. So if you see anything different, if things didn't look quite right, that would be the case. I'm not going to go over everything in the patch notes, but there are a few changes. Loan interest, for example, is a lot lower in the patch. Some of the prices of the crops or products and stuff like that have changed, although I probably, without a side-by-side, would not know much difference for those. I definitely noticed the loan interest, though. Loan interest is like less than half of what it was. Major deal. I wish I could get all that money back. At the end of last episode, we set up our chickens, as well as our lettuce and our tomatoes. So we got all three of those things running. Just some three different new things to run, kind of in conjunction with our orchards over here. I definitely want to try and prioritize the orchards, but at the same time, we've got to make some money somehow. And the chickens and the other things should hopefully supplement our income quite a bit. Man, our tractor is filthy. very dirty. We need to get a cleaner to wash that off at some point. What all did we buy versus lease on this map? I'm trying to remember exactly where we're at. Oh, there's still that olive thing. Would be nice to pick you up, my friend. Would be nice. Anyway, we own the tractor, the forklift, I think we own everything we have, right? Yep, I turned back everything that was leased. That is great. We're going to have to buy everything that we need going forward or lease it for like a month and then turn it back in, something like that. So that is the goal. Other than that, yeah, I don't know. I think this is it. I mean, we just basically just got to kind of fast forward time and get some things rolling. I don't think our production facility over here is doing anything right now, is it? It's technically got a little bit of grape juice coming out, but not enough to fill up a pallet or anything like that. I guess at some point I've got to start making some raisins. Oh, so here's another thing they changed. They did change the ratios here. They used to be calculated differently. Now it takes, for example, 2 water to make 1 lettuce. It takes 1 water to make 1 tomato. I guess strawberries are 1 to 2. Grape juice is 5 to 4, and then it looks like raisins are 1 to 1. So I can't remember if they're exactly the same as before, or if it might be literally the exact same ratios, and they just trimmed it down. You know, they made it just simplified. So that might be all that they did that's different. But at some point we got to make some raisins because we're going to need some raisins on our Elm Creek map, and we've got to get some raisins, for our cousin over in the U.S. who needs some for his cereal. I don't know if it'll actually end up working or not, but it would be nice if I loaded up a fruit, or I think it's like a fruit silo or something like that from a mod. I was hoping I could just buy raisins from it, but then after I bought it, I realized all it has has a spout out, which means that it doesn't have the way for put the raisins out on the pallet. So I don't think there's an easy way for us to get raisins from that, unfortunately. Hopefully I can get a mod that gives me some raisins, because I don't want to have to do raisins on that map just for cereal. I'd like to kind of just do raisins once on one map and then just say that covers for the other map or something like that. Anyway, at some point we also want to get olives, but that will have to come down the road. I would also like to expand. Oh, that's the other thing they did. They did make it where it was a complaint that I had. You guys remember probably the last episode, actually. I didn't know the patch was coming out, but they made it where the vines, I guess both the orchards for the olives as well as the grapes, line up better widthwise as well as lengthwise. So obviously they're already linked together lengthwise, but they will also snap together apparently on the width side of things. Did that fix our problem up here by any chance? I have my suspicions that it would not have made a difference, but no, it was right over there, wasn't it? Yeah, it's right there. So it didn't fix this, but if we ever were to refix it, then it should snap together quite nicely. Now I would like to get some more plants down, but here's the thing. I want to get more grapes down so that we can make more money to make it worthwhile to rent the equipment. I don't think we can afford that right now, and that's also kind of why we did the chickens, the tomatoes, and the lettuce, to hopefully make this give us enough with the grapes that we've already got to start making a little bit of profit, and then we can start growing from there. So that's going to be the goal. What are we looking at on overall loan? We still have... Oh, we maxed out our load. Okay. So let's forget about that. At least it'll be a cheaper loan interest this cycle around. We can pay back some of it to make it even a little bit less. We did sell $16,000 worth of products. Sold the building over there. That's right. I remember that now. We got some new vehicles because we had to get the pallet loader and stuff like that. Okay. Trying to remember exactly where we left off. Again, I think all we got to do is just fast forward at this point. There's nothing to do with the grapes. The chickens should be just fine. They are... that's the buy. I just want to check the... I mean, I know I can go to it the menu, but I just thought I could come up to the thing and maybe I could. Chickens are fully fed. Their health is not 100% yet because that's just going to take time to get up there. We just literally just put them in there. Their productivity is not up there as well because some of the chickens are younger. And then looks like you've got plenty of water and you've got plenty of water. So we're good. I think at this point, there's really nothing else to do except fast forward. I'm not planning on doing any contracts on this map. Just not what I want to do. I've got plenty of contracts going on the other two maps. No desire to do contracts on this map as well. So let's just go ahead and fast forward to tomorrow and see if we've got some eggs and other things to deal with. Sure wish we could have gotten that olive thing, but... Or maybe better yet, I wish it was a grape thing. Maybe we'll see one of these days. Ooh, it is dark at 8 o'clock in the morning on this map as well. I remember when I fast forwarded on my Swiss map in one of the recent episodes, which you guys might not have seen by now because of the order of operations of things going up. It was pretty dark at 8 o'clock on that map as well. Do we have... Okay, we do have some lettuce right here. Too heavy to pick that up. Had quite a few tomatoes actually already, which is looking good. Looks like this can stretch out pretty far, so we're going to be able to store quite a bit in this open spot before we put them onto a trailer. Can we pick up the eggs at least? We could pick up the eggs if we wanted to, so... But we got some product coming out. I do need to check the prices to see when the good time to sell the tomatoes, the lettuce, and all the eggs and all that kind of stuff, start making maximum profits off of those. But for right now, honestly, they can just kind of do their thing. Is it snowing? Oh, it is snowing. Are we finally going to get to see some snow on one of these maps? Nothing from our grapes yet. There really may not be much for us to do today. I want to go ahead and fast forward to like 30x. Let's get to daytime. Pretty dark. Apologize for that. You've got plenty of water left still. I mean, honestly, I think we're in a good spot on both of these. I mean, you could use a little bit more water at some point to max you out. You're good on food. Health is 100%. How is the... So puberty, you're only halfway to puberty, and you're only at 16%. So we're going to get you to both of the puberty soon enough, and then you hopefully will start, I guess, making more chickens is what they'll do. I guess we already get the eggs anyway. We just don't get the... Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm looking at this wrong. You are... This is the same bar. It's just different words. You are already reproducing. Awesome. That's why we're getting eggs. You are only 16% to puberty, which is when you'll start making eggs, presumably. So here comes the snow. I mean, do we get to see it start sticking on the ground yet? Not really. Very distinct snowflakes, though. I'll just sell fast forward to like 8:30 at the earliest, maybe 9 o'clock when you get later in the year. Really not much for us to do right now, really. Just nothing. I mean, we can go do some tomato stuff. Let me check something real quick. I minimized the game for a second. I got to pull up my web browser. I do have a spreadsheet for certain prices. I would tell you guys the link for the spreadsheet, but I don't want to give outdated information. So if I give you a link, then it'll just make it outdate itself. So honestly, do exactly what I do every time I want to pull up the spreadsheet. I search for it. So that's all I do. I don't use a link myself. I just search for it. So just search for it. You'll get the most recent updated version at that time. And that'll probably be the easiest way to get it. So not seeing what I'm looking for. Eggs is, we're looking at a price of at least $11.20 for eggs. I do have one complaint, and I mentioned this on one of my other videos. Oh, wow. Eggs are actually at a pretty good price. I mean, it would be good if they got above 1,500, it looks like. They're not quite there, but it looks like the bakery could always get up there. Is the line actually working finally? Because on some of these, the line doesn't seem like it was working, which was really bothering me. The egg line looks like it could potentially be working right now. It's hard to tell. And then what else was I want to look at? Oh, I wanted to look at the price for lettuce and tomatoes. Scroll down a little bit. Is that going to show everything I want to see? No, I want to be able to see grapes as well. All right, there we go. I think that'll show everything I care about. All right, there we go. So lettuce price, good price would be $11.16. And we're close. It's not a bad time to sell lettuce. It is definitely above average, but we probably prefer just to come back anyway because it's not really worth loading up 2 pallets just to go sell that. Let's wait till we have more pallets anyway. And then tomatoes, we want it to be at $5.64, and it looked like it could get there soon. So, oh, we only have 1 pallet of lettuce anyway. Honestly, we may just be fast forwarding again. There's really not much else for us to do until we get some product coming out. As you can see, though, the loan, I forgot to pay back some of the loan, but it's not that big of a deal. The loan only costs us $16.66. Really, really cheap compared to the almost $4,000 or over $4,000, depending on which map we were on. If it was on the old system at $500,000 loan, it would have been an over $4,000 interest. It's only $16.66, which is quite nice. Hello, chickens. Oh, is it sticking over there? Oh, no, it was just white flowers. I thought the snow was sticking over here. I was like, I saw white. Just white flowers. Kind of wanting to fast forward. Part of the reason why I'm lingering here and just talking is I was hoping if I fast forwarded for a bit, we could start seeing the snow building up on the ground, but it does not seem to be happening right now. They did add in a couple extra fast forward bits. We can go up to 360 speed, which is really nice, actually. I'm gonna fast forward for a bit until the weather changes. I just want to see if the snow will eventually build up. I don't know what happens or how it triggers from just falling to, you know, sticking on the ground. Like, what triggers that? Got a new pallet out here, but I was not expecting the noises. What is the noise? Is that just like, is it spraying water on those or something? Oh yeah, I think it's what it's doing. I can't really see it doing it, but I think it's what it's doing. Interesting. We got three pallets of tomatoes now. Not bad. And again, the price we're looking for tomatoes is over $5.64, which is possible that it could get there. A lettuce would be $11.16. So it's definitely possible one of these or both of these could get to a good price. And if they do, we might as well sell them at that point. But I'm not too worried about it just yet. All right, well, there's the day. I mean, no snow sticking. So we're going to go ahead and fast forward again to tomorrow. I could pay back. I might as well pay back some of the loan. I forgot to do it yesterday, but it's not like it matters that much. I'll pay back a big chunk of it. Save us a little bit. Saves a couple $100. Whoop you do. I mean, it's really not that much, especially with the reduction now. All right, we're gonna go to, I guess, 8:30 at least. I guess 9 apparently is the only other option. I guess I could have waited for the price to go up on those, but honestly, I don't have enough product to really care. If it's a good price today, then I'll sell it. If not, then whatever. I'm not that worried about it. 1078. I mean, it's close, and it's still going up. It's possible it could get there. 586 on the tomatoes. That's actually a really good price on the tomatoes. So let's make sure we slow down time. We're going to go down to half speed. We've got 5 carts of tomatoes here. Let's get these loaded up, because this is actually a pretty decent price. It's not going to be a ton of money, because it's not that money. It's not that much product, but it's still, you know, a good price, and it's worth, you know, us going over and go over there and getting that done. These pallets... pretty narrow. Oh, that's because I was doing the chicken feed. That's right. Come on. A bit lower. Really? It's like 1 inch. There we go. Can I stack this on top of each other? I think we can, right? What just happened? Okay. And where did my tomatoes go? Like, where did my tomatoes go? I half expected them to be stuck up in the air somewhere. What? I'm so confused. What just happened? All right, guys. That was, entertaining, question mark. Like, I'm looking around to see if my tomatoes got thrown around into some field somewhere, and I don't see them anywhere. What in the world just happened? I'm a little nervous about picking up some more tomatoes now. We're going to try this again. That was a little creepy. What? Is it just that location? What if I pick these up over here? I'm really kind of curious where my other tomatoes went though now. At least these stuck around, but... I have a break-dancing piece of equipment here. All right, guys. I don't know what to say. As you can tell, I'm kind of speechless at the moment. I am really incredibly curious where my other tomatoes ran off to. Like, did they get thrown over here somewhere, or did they just completely vanish? I think they just completely vanished. I don't know what to do at this point in time. I don't know what to do. You know what? I'm going to put a quick pause in the video. I had been thinking about trying to go find me a pallet loading mod just to, because, I mean, at some point, do y'all really need to see me loading pallets all day? Like, is that really entertaining content? I was going to wait a little bit longer, but we may be getting our hand forced a little bit here because I have no idea what's going on with this. It could just be the loader. It could be the tomatoes themselves. If I could pick you up, which I'm sure I could figure out a way to pick you up at some point, or I could reset you, I would come over here and see if picking up the lettuce would do the same thing, but I'm kind of afraid of losing some more product. So I'm going to put a quick pause. I'll be right back to see if I can find me a mod that loads pallets. Find one that works, hopefully. And we'll see. All right, I am back. Was that quick enough? Hopefully that was quick enough for you guys. I found some autoload trailers online. Just honestly search for FS22 autoload trailers and you'll find all sorts of different websites to get them from. I don't want to recommend a website because if I recommend a website and somehow you end up getting a virus or something crazy from that, then I will feel pretty bad. So, I'd rather you look for them yourself and then use them at your own discretion. I'm going to use it because I'm not too worried about it personally, but I don't know if I want to recommend getting it off anything other than the Giants Mod Hub. But anyway, so we got some, and looking over here, we can see them. Anything here that says autoload obviously is one of the ones that we're looking for. Looks like there's two of these. I might have accidentally downloaded too many of those, or actually there's two of these as well. Oh no, those are a little bit different. There's a Load King Renown, and there's a Demco Steel Drop Deck, whatever. It does have this one that's the same as the trailer we've got over here. So that's one of the reasons why I went ahead and grabbed this pack. It had all these zipped up in one, which was really convenient, and allows us to grow with it if we need to. And we've also got the Stroutman, which is the basic trailer that we've seen before as well. So we got some options here. But yeah, I mean, I was fine with doing the loading myself, but when we're starting having issues like this, then that's just not worth it. So I think we're going to go ahead and will we go ahead and get rid of the forklift? We don't really need the forklift for that. We might need it for this at some point. But I don't know if I want to keep a forklift just for the bird feed. I mean, does that seem like a crazy idea? But at the same time, kind of feel like we should just have it because the autoloader here is not here to save me money. It's just here to save me time. So you know what? I'm just going to reset you. Hopefully it will reset for me. Or how do we do that? You have to do it on the map, don't you? We have to like find it on the map and select it. Probably can't do it with me in the way. All right, there we go. And reset. And if we ever need to move the chicken stuff around, we will. But I'm going to keep it just because I want to have bought it and have it. And I think that's fine. I just don't want to, I just don't want to have to use it, if that makes sense. So what I'm trying, not necessarily trying to save us money, but we may need it at some point. I don't think I can just pull this trailer up. I think it's a specialized version of this trailer, isn't it? Yes. So, or at least I assume it is. Let me check all the menus, I suppose. Nothing there, nothing there. All right, cool. That's fine. So if we will return this and rebuy this one. It's going to cost us a little bit of money, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. Oh my. Anybody want a John Deere? This is the John Deere used sale. That's kind of crazy. So we are going to, let me just double check that I can find these trailers before I actually get rid of them. Yeah, so there's the autoloader version. Literally the exact same one. It's just an autoloader version. That's fine. And then for the low loader one that we've got right now, that was under low loaders. Yes. So I'm assuming there's going to be autoload versions of each of these. What's the difference here then? They look identical to me. What's the normal price? 15,000? Well then, yeah, okay, fine. The 17,000 seems like it makes sense. I don't know what this 55,000 one is. It looks identical. Maybe there's a difference. If I go into it, will I see a difference? No. Whatever. And then we got the renowned drop deck autoload down there, which is this one. Oh, where's the one we're looking for though? Oh, it's in here in miscellaneous. So this one's only $10,000. It's actually a couple $1,000s more. Man, it's going to be more expensive just to get this. And then we've got the Profi liner autoload. Now, the bad news is that I don't think we'll ever get one of these used. I could be wrong. I don't know if these will pop up used or not, but I would suspect that they wouldn't. But we definitely want to sell the trailer that we've got because we're not going to need that one anymore if we're going to use the autoload version. So we will sell you back. Looks like you don't need any repairs or anything. So sell you back as is. It's going to cost us a little bit of money here. It's kind of unfortunate. I mean, it is what it is. It's worth it for the convenience that it's going to save us, if it works. All right, we'll just go grab that same one, I think. I mean, I don't know if we'll need the low loader at any point, but honestly, we know that this thing worked for us. So I think we'll just grab it as is. Okay. And we might as well bring our loader thing back over here. Hopefully we don't get any weird crashes or any other issues from using this. I'm really hoping this just works like kind of straight out of the box, so to speak, out of the virtual box. If this works okay, we'll probably use it on all the farms, to be honest, all the playthroughs. I don't enjoy pallet loading. It's not why I play this game, quite frankly. I'll do it if I have to, but if I have the option of like, you know, doing something simplified, because personally, I think you should be able to just pull up a trailer next to that loading spot and then it'll just know to load it onto the trailer for you. That would be a nice way for it to work. Go and get our low loader. We might as well bring it back while we're over here. All right. Oh, strapping it down makes a difference. Does it? Does it make a difference? Guess we can do that on this side here. Looks like it makes a little bit of a difference. And then we'll fold you up. And get going. Just hoping this works okay for us. I'll just load these pallets onto this trailer and the trailer just starts flipping around in the air or something crazy. Let me know if you guys seen that before. That is the weirdest. I mean, I've seen weird physics in Farming Simulator 19 before. I absolutely have. Like I've hooked the front of a front loader on the edge of like a fence or something like that, and it just completely flipped over into I think it was like a cow pasture or something like that. So I've seen stuff like that happen, but out in the middle of nowhere, like where all I'm doing is lifting a pallet, never seen that before. That was a bit extreme. Let's unfold you. Attach you. Grab our little guy. Just back him off over here to the side. We'll have him if we need him for anything. And then fold you back up. Can we go pick this one up over here in the middle of nowhere? Disable autoload. Oh, I don't want to disable autoload. Enable autoload. Okay. Make sure there's nothing else I want to click here. So, enable autoload. Left click. I did left click. Okay. Well, then that didn't do anything. Maybe because that one's not actually near anything? Enable autoload 3. Okay, that's not working. Do I have to use like the keyboard? Is it just not picking up the commands? No. Huh. Well then. That's unfortunate. Maybe this trailer just doesn't work with this type of crop or something weird. What if I lower the sides? I doubt this will make a difference. How do I do that? Oh, there we go. Now will it work? No. Side left, tip side right. None of that changes anything. Well then. Enable. Come on. Loading type. Oh, okay. There's different loading types. Euro pallets. Ah, there we go. I didn't have the right loading type set, which is a little weird, but okay, we'll take it. I mean, I guess I get it. You've got to be able to load certain types of materials and things differently. I guess that does probably mean we can fold up the sides again. And then we should hopefully be able to... It did pop up when we were over here, so I'm hoping we can come over here and just grab this real quick. All right, there we go. That is so much easier. That is... I'm going to be honest, guys. That's... Why... Unless you just really like the front loaders, why would you ever use a front loader? All right, is it a good time to sell this stuff? Now, after all of that, is it still okay to go sell the tomatoes? Tomatoes. 586 and dropping the lettuce is 1080 and going up. I think it's a good time to sell... I think the lettuce is a little bit low, but since I've already got it loaded up, I'm just going to go ahead and sell them both, and I think we'll be good. So I'm going to go ahead. I'll do that next episode. It kind of wastes a little bit of time. Note to self, guys. Make sure you strap your stuff down before you start moving around. I mean, we're still okay. But yeah, I should have strapped the stuff down. And let's go ahead and get that done real quick. It'll work. But yeah. I just about lost all my loaded stuff. I guess I could have loaded it right back up again, right? But anyway, I do appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully, I'm sorry about the little bit of finagling there and kind of... feels like a little bit of a wasted episode, to be honest, but hopefully forgive me. Now we've at least got an autoloader. Hopefully the next episodes will be a little bit quicker. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye.